Hello! Welcome to our magical journal! And today, what's the quote for this week, Addison? It actually has not changed, but we'll say it again.
It's okay to fail because knowing failure equals knowing how to keep going to succeed.
Yep.
And we all went to get air to visit our friends there, and there was like a red line that was really hard
to balance on, to walk across the line.
It looked really easy, but once you got on, it would like flop. So I used that quote there, and the ninja thing too. I used it.
So you used the quote of, "It's okay if I fall." Basically, it's okay if I fail, because falling would be failing.
Yeah.
Because knowing how to get back up and try again.
Yeah, but what if you're like on the mountain or something? And
Failure teaches you how to get up back again, didn't it?
What if you? Yeah, but what if you were on a really big mountain and there was a red line there you had to cross?
And you fell. Well, that's why you practice on a safe space on a red line.
And then once you can get past it,
and then once you can, you kind of build up to that, because there are people that walk across like ropes and stuff that are like on top of like canyons, and if they fall, they die. So you have to just kind of work your way up. I don't recommend doing that, but some people want to do that, and that's their goals.
I do not want to do that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
No, I'm afraid of heights.
So Mommy is ready to present her topic today, and it's Project Blue Book. I've been watching the Project Blue Book show, and so it really sparked my interest after studying Area 51 last week, that I really wanted to study Dr. Allen Hynek and kind of see what his life was like, what his involvement with the Project Blue was, Blue Book. So, Project Blue Book. It lasted from about 1947-ish to like 1970, I think is what they said. But really, it kind of fizzled out a little bit before that. But they officially got rid of it in around 1970. And so Project Blue Book was actually created to explain away all these unidentified flying objects that people were seeing. And so this group of people would come out and investigate and see, hey, is this birds? Is this reflection off of this or whatever? And they would try to explain it away scientifically. And so Dr. J. Allen Hynek devised a classification system after his years in serving in the Project Blue Book for codifying human-alien interaction. So he devised, it's called CE1 and it's CE2 and CE3. And what CE stands for is close encounter, and then there's levels 1 through 3. And it's basically seeing far away to seeing who occupies the UFO. So it's basically like seeing something far away in the distance that's weird looking, that you can't say what it is. It's not a plane. It's, to seeing somebody, that occupies that object. So it depends on how far away you are to categorize and classify the sighting. So Dr. Hynek started as a skeptic. He was an astronomer, a professor, and he started as like, there's an explanation to everything. And then I want to say there's like a couple of hundred cases in his time that he just could not explain. Nobody could in the Project Blue Book. They couldn't explain it away. And so they I think he categorized it as, I don't remember what it was called, but something strangeness. But he just couldn't explain it. And basically his conclusion was that there was a category of science, a type of science that we were not onto yet, that whoever whatever it was that was flying these objects were way ahead of our time. And so he said, that's probably what it was, and that there's not really an explanation for it. And then I have something really, really interesting as far as Georgia and UFOs. So here's a story for you. Jimmy Carter, I didn't know this, and 10 others. So our former president, Jimmy Carter, and 10 other witnessed a blue-red ball in the evening sky in Leering, Georgia. I think it's Leering. It moved toward the group and then backed away. Jimmy said it was luminous and not solid and located in the western sky. Although some argued that they were seeing Venus, it would have been in the southwestern sky. But Jimmy Carter, knowing a lot about the sky and directions and being former, I believe he was in the Navy, former military, he knew his sky, and so he knew that he was looking west, which is not where Venus was. It was in the southwestern sky. So he knew where he was looking in the sky and knew what it was. So he said it was just, to this day, the darnest thing that he had ever seen. So there you go. That's Jimmy Carter for you.
Hello, my name is Addison, and my topic is flowers and daffodils. Which we didn't find any books.
Bees and flowers. Okay.
I'm going to be showing you this page in the book.
Okay, so that's bees.
Probably everybody would like say it was cute.
Okay, so what is that?
It's a beehive.
It's a beehive,
where
okay.
the bees get their nectar and stuff.
Do they store their nectar there?
They store their nectar, and then they make honey.
They make honey from it. Uh-huh.
And
that's their food, right?
Yeah. Honey. I'm gonna tell you a few facts on this page. A honeybee lives in a hive. You know that. Hundreds or thousands of bees share a hive.
Cool.
At the hive, the honeybees passes the nectar to house bees. I didn't know there was house bees. The house
the bees.
Oh, the house the bees.
Yeah.
The house bees chew up the nectar.
Mm-hmm.
Chewing gets rid of extra water. Soon, the house bees cough up a thick syrup.
And that's honey.
They push the syrup into small pockets in the hive. The dried syrup becomes honey. Honeybees cover the pockets of new honey with wax. And the last fact is, the honey stays there until the bees need to eat it. Why do they need to eat it? Oh, yeah, to pollinate plants.
Well, they store it up for wintertime. Because there's nothing to eat during the winter.
Yeah.
So that's their food.
I really like to
So
keep
remember,
bees.
whenever you keep if you were to keep bees, you can't take all their honey, because some of that honey is their food.
Oh.
So you have to remember that.
Yeah, some people raise bees and harvest their honey.
Mm-hmm.
So they eat it. But they have to.
They do. They have to keep some
If all
available
the bees
for 'em.
would die.
That's right.
Nectar weighs about as much as the honeybee weighs itself.
Wow. So they're carrying their whole body weight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That must be a lot to carry.
It is.
Poor little bees.
They're pretty strong.
Yeah, I don't need to tell them that.
And then what else?
And then... Oh, yeah, I just wrote this one this morning because I accidentally learned something while I was looking through the book.
You accidentally.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us what you learned.
So bees aren't worried about a cactus's sharp spines.
Mm.
They aren't worried about it. I don't know why they aren't.
Probably because they don't get, they're tiny, so they're not going to get spiked.
Oh, that's cute.
And they go towards their flower,
Yeah.
which is not where their spines are.
And I learned the parts of a flower.
What's the parts of the flower?
There's an ovary
Mm-hmm.
at the base of the pistil that holds eggs.
Cool.
And their stamens. The anther at the tip of a stamen is coated in pollen. There's pistil, petal, sepal.
Very cool. I love
And
it.
I really want to tell you this really short fact.
Okay.
Plants don't have muscles, but they move. And broccoli is a flower.
Broccoli is a flower. That is interesting.
And there's also no rules to gardening.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn, and if you forgot, I'm still 7 years old.
What did you do this week?
This week I did Pablo Picasso.
Pablo Picasso.
He's my favorite artist now. He was a very famous artist.
Uh-huh.
Look, this is like the art, if you can see those little art pieces.
Yep.
Those are like abstract persons. And I'm like,
Abstract portraits, huh?
abstract portraits. That's
Uh-huh.
what I really like.
Okay.
And his whole life he's been doing this.
His whole life. Is that a favorite right there? That's the old guitarist in 1904 in shades of blue. Remember that?
That was his blue period. That's the fact that I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
There's like here's his pets.
Oh, did he like animals?
I think it did.
He did.
This all through this book. There's like so. I already told you this. He had a blue period.
So he had a blue period. What does he had a blue period mean?
The blue period means that he paints some pictures in blue.
So just different shades of blue?
Different shades of blue.
Different shades of blue. Just blue. Nothing else.
Blue and a little bit of black and white.
Love black and white, but mostly blue.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Trying to copy them. Some are like,
Some make
What
different
about this?
expressions, huh?
yeah, like,
So he can
Like-
copy their expressions.
yeah, and sometimes they're like,
What other
what
facts
is
you
it gonna
got?
turn out to be?
Yeah. What are your
And-
other facts?
And whenever he used his little, whenever he was like colorful and he liked colors, he usually used light colors in his like,
Bright colors?
yeah.
Yeah. No dark colors,
It looked like
huh?
it said lit colors.
Light colors. He wanted them to stand out?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had like more like art than you can imagine.
So he
much.
So he created a lot of pictures
More than
and really enjoyed
More
it. Do you
than
have a
100.
favorite picture that he's done?
Oh, well, I do. The Pegasus.
The Pegasus. I can put that up now. That's your favorite picture?
Yep. That's my
Yep.
favorite picture.
Okay.
What did you learn this week? Tell us in the comments. Bye.
Happy learning!